There's no doubt about the sleeper hit of the summer with an improbable title, A Fish Called Wanda, written by and starring John Cleese, capping a career that began 22 years earlier. The ever-efficient Today Show researchers combed the archives and came up with an example of Cleese in action, back then in 1966, introduced by the fresh-faced host, well, relatively fresh-faced host of the show. There was the famous case of the West End church, which had a printed sign outside it which said, "If you are tired of sin, come inside." And someone had written underneath, "If you're not, ring Bayswater 80. Mind you, our priests do their best to define sin for us.
He who is without sin among you, let him cast the first stone.
You shouldn't spend so much time admiring yourself, George. Sometimes I think you're getting a narcissist complex.
Don't be ridiculous, Gwen. A narcissist is someone who's foolishly infatuated with himself.
Well, isn't that what you are?
No. With me, it's the real thing.
Mr. John Cleese as himself. As sure as... And Mr. John Cleese as himself is in Venice being feted. Congratulations on the movie, John, and congratulations on becoming a sex symbol.
It's wonderful, isn't it? It's my best 50th birthday present. But it is nice. We gather now that we can claim that we're going to be the most successful British comedy ever, which I know people will be very pleased about in the United States. We're trying to keep it quiet in England, though, because you know how they react to success there.
You prefer success in America?
Yes, well, they like it in America. In England, it's much better to fail. People like you much better.
Now, tell me, what about the nude scenes? Do you now say you only do it when the plot calls for it?
Yes, I only do it, basically, David, if the nudity is valid. But I'm delighted to say that I'm at present discussing with Joel Silver, the well-known Hollywood producer, the possibility of my appearing in Arnold Schwarzenegger's next movie, although I have told him that I'm going to keep my shirt on if I'm standing next to Arnold.
I think this is wise, although I detected in the nude scene, had you been dieting, I mean, not a spare ounce of flesh, I mean, amazing stuff.
Yeah, well, the first thing I did when MGM gave us the money was to rush back to London and to hire my own trainer, who I'm delighted to say was an American called Josh Saltzman, and he worked me out quite brutally for about 5 months before that scene. I discovered on the first day what he was like, because he said, "Oh, OK, John," he said, "do some press-ups." And I said, "How many do you want, Josh?" And he said, "Oh, just go to muscular exhaustion."
I imagine you're going to have some trouble with this film in England without giving away the dog jokes with the Royal Society for the Protection of Cruelty to Animals.
Yes, well, there are several small dogs killed during the movie and somebody's pet fish are eaten. But the main joke in the movie in connection with Michael Palin's character is that he is much more in love with animals than he is with human beings. And it's rather amusing that when we get complaints about this film, people are very concerned about the fish being eaten and the small dogs being squashed, but nobody mentions the old woman who is killed or the fact that Kevin Kline is run over by a steamroller. So they have their priorities right, I think.
The Royal Society for the Protection of Cruelty to Fish will step in, I'm sure. But tell me, we started with 22 years ago. What would you like to say to awaiting America, the lessons you've learned in the past 22 years? Oh, wise one.
I would have said, one, don't work with animals, children, or David Frost. And secondly, do go and see A Fish Called Wanda several times, because it's actually best on the 7th viewing. That's really all I've learned. Really?
How unbiased that is. And you also said take as many transplants as you possibly can. That was your advice to America.
I've only had 3 hair transplants so far. I don't know if you can see how the hair is, in fact, rather neatly clumped if you zoom in. Unfortunately, I don't know the Italian for please zoom in, but it looks like a little row of cabbages. And I'm very fond of it. I have to water it once a week, and I'm going to have a couple more transplants back there later. But on the whole, I think I'm doing pretty well for nearly 50. A little tired today, but this is my 8th television interview this morning. Aren't you proud of me, David?
I am. I'm honoured by you being with us today. You're worried about your knees. You're not having a knee transplant too, are you?
I've had a knee transplant. In fact, the first one didn't take, and they had to transplant my left knee onto my right knee. And they're going to transplant my right elbow onto my left knee, so I can't actually stand up at the moment. I'm carried around in this chair while I'm in Venice. Well, but the rest of the body is working remarkably well.
Well, this is good news, and we look forward to some amazing funny walks when that transplant's completed. Thank you, John. Congratulations. We'll be back in a moment. What?
Give my love to Wilf.
I will. You're his godfather. We'll be right back in a moment.
Indeed. Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.